I just want to highlight a story that's been going on in BC. I found out about this on one of the carbon tax groups, and it's regarding a company called Edison Motors. Now, there's if you go on Edison Motors Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube channel, or on his TikTok, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description and to a video that he's recently done. But Edison Motors designed an electric truck to go up a mountain and down a mountain, bringing logs back. So you go up the mountain unloaded, it'll collect logs, and basically as it comes down the mountain, because of all the weight and everything, the battery could regenerate and charge up. A brilliant idea. And he's built an actual truck to do this.
We are the only company building heavy-duty electric commercial trucks in British Columbia. We didn't get the grant, but they did give us an option to have a meeting to discuss why we didn't get it. So of course we reached out. I'm blurring out people's names because I'm not here for the individual, but the Katrina thing is important. So Doug, a guy on our team, reached out to say that yes, we would like to talk about it, and then Katrina reached back. But this is where it got interesting. The Commercial Vehicle Innovation Challenge was care of MNP, and where the email had been at arcbc.ca, now the email had been at MNP. This was suspicious to us because we remembered that MNP was a company that reached out to us before to ask to write grants for us. So after this meeting, we found out that MNP was actually administering the government grants while asking if they could write our grant.
So yeah, something doesn't sound right, does it? The actual people who are applying for and charging you a good amount for applying for the grant are also the people giving out the grants. How does that work in the real world? Yeah, so let's just say they didn't get the grant because they didn't use MMP to apply for the grant for them, so they would have got their kickback, and they refused the grant. It went to the BC Parliament. Let's have a listen.
Well, it's one kickback scheme to another with this government, Mr. Speaker. So let's look at what's happened with the 23% increase in carbon tax and how this government is spending those carbon tax funds. Hundreds of millions of taxpayers' dollars through carbon tax is going to the Clean BC Go Electric program. A subset of that program, the ARC program, is now under fire for a kickback scheme. The NDP appointed consultants overseeing the grant approvals are demanding a 20% success fee from applicants for advisory services. These are the same people that actually decide who actually gets the money. Companies that reject the unethical demands are finding that their applications are rejected with strong encouragement to reapply through the adjudicators for the success fee attached. Will the Premier commit to an independent investigation to root out the kickbacks and corruption in his Cost BC grant programs?
So what do you think happened then? Well, they had a vote on whether they should have an investigation into this. It's pretty obvious it's happening. It's pretty obvious it needs an investigation, obviously, to most normal people. But just look at what happened when they had a vote on whether they should have an investigation into this scandal in BC with the NDP kickback scheme.
The opposition party United, Conservatives and Greens both came together to say that yes, we've looked at it, this is warranted an investigation. The current existing government that administrated it all unanimously said, no, we are not going to do an investigation. So the current government that funds these grant programs just blocked an investigation to see if there was any corruption going on with the grant programs.
Well, obviously, after blocking this now, they're going to try and hide it. They're going to try and hide the fact that they tried to scam people out of money to apply for green grants to build stuff like Edison Motors have done. But it's not working because this is why you can't have these censorship bills on people like me or Clyde Do Something or Edison Motors. You can't have censorship bills in countries where governments are corrupt, because the only thing that people will see on the news or anywhere is just what the government wants you to hear. They will not hear about things like this. They will not hear about the corruption that the government is doing. Censorship will be bad bad for Canada. Bad. Especially internet censorship on channels like this. Anyway, I just wanted to share that and put the guy's point over. Just go down to the link, watch a couple of his videos, and you will be fully up to date with what is going on with the NDP government in BC. Till next time, guys.